I'm waiting for This Is Halloween. Like,
Yes.
when
I was singing so many songs. I had that. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. Like I was literally the entire time when they came on.
Man, we need to do a re-edit of some scenes of this.
Ding tang, wada wada bing bang. Like
That's
that was
really funny.
That was just going on whenever the witch played.
Hello and welcome to Library Grindhouse. The only thing you need is your library card. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Leah, and today we'll be reviewing the 1988 film Pumpkinhead.
All right, Leah, but first, why don't you hit him with that spoiler-free plot summary?
After Ed Hardley's son dies in a tragic hit-and-run accident, he seeks revenge against the city slicker teens responsible. Ed, along with the help of the local backwoods witch, summons the vengeful demon Pumpkinhead to handle the group of kids. However, it's soon discovered that vengeance comes with a price, and the price of the bond between the demon and Ed has Ed questioning his grief-stricken decision.
Okay, Leah, what's your number 5 on your list of reasons to watch Pumpkinhead?
Okay, my number 5 reason is the telekinetic ability, I guess you would call it, or link, between Pumpkinhead and Ed. It is nice to see someone, when it comes to, summoning something to do your bidding for it, that he still has a price to pay. You can still see what's going on. He still sees and feels the murders or the killings of the teens and all of that. It's not just he went to a witch who summoned this thing and then off he goes, oh, thank goodness they're gone. He actually pays a price. And you don't really see that as much in movies anymore, I feel like.
Well, but also, if you really wanted vengeance, isn't that actually what you'd want? It's not even that you're like, this demon's taking care of business. You actually get to do it yourself through the demon as a conduit. Like, almost isn't that like a bonus that you?
Maybe to some, but I feel like to a lot of people, it's like the easy way out.
I feel like the end cost, not to really spoil anything, is the real cost.
Yes. That is true.
Not the during it necessarily.
That is true, but I feel like a lot of people don't get that. It's literally like, you pay for someone to do something bad, and your hands aren't dirty. His hands are kind of getting dirty because he actually is experiencing it in a way that most other...
I don't think most movies where you're summoning something have it be where the person gets off scot-free.
No, they don't get off scot-free, but they are actually...
I'm thinking like Hellraiser, I'm thinking Evil Dead, I'm thinking of there's almost literally no movie I could think of where it's like, I'm really glad I summoned that demonic entity.
No, I know that, but I meant in terms of he's still doing the bidding. Like, he could have gone out and did his own vengeance. He could have gone out and tried to kill these people, but he didn't. He summoned Pumpkinhead, which he saw as a kid.
Right.
And then it's like, because you didn't do it, yes, there is an awful price to pay as well.
I guess he thought maybe
link.
that it would be separated from him, but he didn't realize it'd be inextricably linked to the acts themselves.
Yeah.
So it is an interesting take on it. The connection to the entity. Because most of these movies, even like Evil Dead, you might get possessed in that movie, for example, but you're not actually linked to the demon. You might become one, but not just linked to it.
Exactly.
Which is interesting. Yeah, no, I thought that was cool.
That was a cool little part, and it was unexpected too. It was very unexpected.
All right.
So yeah, what's your number 5?
Number 5, the kids teasing about Pumpkinhead like the bullies in Halloween. It's a fun way to work in the poem that inspired the movie and a callback to an all-time classic. So.
I did not know that a poem inspired this movie.
Yeah, thank you, Wikipedia.
I did not know that. All right, because
I assume it's that poem that the kids say.
Yeah. Well, my number 4 kind of sways into this conversation too, which is the Pumpkinhead creature itself is amazing and creepy, especially when you see this giant thing like the shadow walk past the door.
Oh yeah.
But I will say I was a little disappointed because it didn't have a pumpkin as a head.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, not really. It had more facial features.
It wasn't Jack Skellington.
No, I know that. But so I'm glad that you mentioned that it's from a poem. There's a backstory as to why they call it Pumpkinhead, because originally I was just like, oh, so they dug him up from a pumpkin patch grave and that's it? Really? That's it? The name means nothing.
It's a weird cheesy kiddie kind of thing. He's in the pumpkin.
Yeah.
What is this? Hocus Pocus?
Yeah, it was sort of. I was just like, and there's pumpkins. Okay.
I'm waiting for This Is Halloween. Like,
Yes.
when walking through.
I was singing so many songs. I had that. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. Like I was literally the entire time when they came on.
Man, we need to do a re-edit of some scenes of this.
Ding tang, bada bada bing bang. Like
That's
that was
really funny.
That was just going on whenever the witch played, like in my brain. But the creature itself, I thought it was really, I thought it was really cool. And yeah, it was just a neat looking creature. The way how it moved.
Oh yeah, no.
was cool. And talk about shoulder pads, shoulder blades, whatever you want to call those.
Literally almost.
Yes, yes. So you could tell it was in the 80s.
It is the 80s. Right? That's right.
All
Nice.
right. What's your number 4?
Okay, number 4. Fantastic creepy old woman in this movie. Fantastic. I would have run away screaming.
Yes.
I don't care how much vengeance I wanted. I would have been like, no, thank you.
Down to her voice.
Oh,
Like,
gosh.
let alone the look.
I mean,
Which some of the shots they did were really cool, like with her hair kind of all wiry in front of a fire, but...
and I love that Pumpkinhead kind of looked like her.
Kind of, yeah.
I almost feel like they did a facial cast of her to like make the creature almost.
They might have, yeah. When it like smiled, I was just like, oh.
Yeah, oh. She is so disconcerting. She's awesome. All right, Leah, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Gypsy. It's the cutest dog in the world.
Oh, Gypsy. Okay.
Gypsy. I am biased. It reminds me of my dog Lily, but perfect. And also, Wikipedia plus for me, it was the same dog as Mushroom in the Goonies. Same dog actor, apparently.
Huh.
Or was it Goonies? Goonies?
I don't remember
Or
Dog and
Gremlins.
Goonies.
Or Gremlins.
There might be Dog and Gremlins. Gremlins sounds more likely.
It was a G movie, and now I'm spacing it. But same dog, same actor, dog actor, same. Anyway, perfect. I thought it was like this cutest little like. Yeah.
Cool.
Even though it was a catalyst for some of the bad things that happened.
Yeah, the darn dog is the problem.
But it's still a super cute dog. So, what's your number 3?
My number 3, Lance Henriksen. He gives his all in a great performance, up there with his other great 80s role in Aliens and Near Dark. So if you dig Lance Henriksen, you won't be disappointed in this movie.
All right, yeah, that's true.
All right, Leah, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is the wonderful father and son relationship. It's just, the father doesn't have much. You can tell that they're in just sort of a rundown town, but he has so much love to give. He's like goofy and pure with his son. It's wonderful. I also have a thing for dads in general. Like, it pulls at my heartstrings. I don't know why. And the little boy was so stinking cute, like insanely cute. But yeah, just starting off a movie that way, when you see just the love and the bond that they have, and he's a widowed father, so the mother's not in the picture, and he's still like teaching his boy everything.
He seems to be handling everything as well as he can.
Yeah, and like there's still the little, the last one in has to do the breakfast dishes. Go on and get it. Like, it's just everything. It was great, and he's still kind of hard on him. Like, don't feed the dog at the table, but come here, let me tell you the story. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean he's setting boundaries, and you do that as a loving parent.
Yeah.
But he's not abusive about it.
No, because at first I thought this movie was going to be like, okay, well, typically when you see rundown town, there's a father and son. Usually it's not the most loving relationship. So
I could see that, especially if the dad was not feeling nurturing towards his son. But you could tell Lance is totally nurturing his son and caring about him and doing everything he needs to do.
It was nice. It was very
nice.
Heartwarming. Yeah.
Yeah, until it wasn't.
Anyway.
Yeah. All right, my number 2 is the creature effects.
No.
So Stan Winston was too busy directing this movie to make the creature himself, but he hired the right people who made something iconic. I mean, it's the reason anyone still talks about this movie. It's not that the movie's bad, but if the creature wasn't as good as it is, and I just don't think anyone would really be talking about it, because it's not wholly original in that. And so the creature is pretty much everything about this movie.
Yeah.
Nothing else is bad necessarily, but I mean, the creature is what makes it iconic.
Even the way how it moves.
I
could just see like a person wearing stilts, like I don't know if it was a costume. I'm guessing.
No, I was a man in suit.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, it was a man in suit. Yeah.
But like down to just the way how it moved. I will say I thought it was funny how it moves really slow, but somehow it still. That's every horror movie though.
Teleport? Yeah. Does it teleport?
And the way how it it's intelligent enough to mess with people.
So what's your number 1 reason to watch?
So my number 1 reason is because I said so. This movie it felt like a slasher film, like a typical slasher film. You have the teens coming in and they do something bad and then something goes after these teens in the woods. So it kind of had that feel
With a cabin.
it. And, a cabin.
Complete with cabin.
but it had a weird paranormal twist to it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And
yeah, it's
the
a monster movie.
was-
It's a slasher movie. It's
Yeah,
plays with the tropes a little bit.
it still like tortured them. It wasn't just strictly like, alien, then you see a blood splatter and gone. Like it was literally he messed
took
with
its
them.
time, and like it would like grab and let go and then
Yeah,
grab again,
and like
it
taunt people out
Yeah,
into the woods.
plays with its food.
Absolutely,
bit.
absolutely. So it was just that perfect mixture that I give it 2 thumbs up. I'm glad that I watched it.
Cool. Yeah, my number reason, of course, is because I said so. The plot's pretty by the numbers, don't get me wrong,
Yes.
but the movie has it where it needs it. Iconic creature, great lead performance, and enough of everything else to make it work.
Absolutely. I think it's another draw.
Man, we're on a roll
I
with the draws
know.
here, but hey,
I think our monster, maybe we just really like monster
I guess
movies.
so. But when we both win, you win, because obviously
Hey!
you gotta watch this movie. Well, those are reasons to check out Pumpkinhead, so head over to Hoopla Digital to catch it for yourself. I would hurry though, because it's scheduled to leave Hoopla very soon, so which is sad, but we wanted to make sure we gave it a shout out while you still had a chance to watch it. I'm so sorry for seeing this in the future times. But hey, always check back, because movies do come back to Hoopla every now and again, so always run a search when it's a new month, see if it's back.
Hoopla and Canopy.
And
because
Canopy,
it
yeah,
might
because
pop up
sometimes it
there
might
as
pop up
well.
on Canopy. So
Yeah.
check both places, and hopefully you can find it to enjoy for yourself. For Live Grindhouse, I'm Jesse,
And I'm Leah.
and we'll see you next time.
Bye.